What is up? What is up? Welcome to episode 120.
120, man.
Episode 20 of season 2.
Raking up the numbers.
We up here in the numbers, you know. Before we do get started, I want to give a shout out. I can remember those. Nah, but we're going to talk about the products we have in front of us. If you're watching us on YouTube, shop Glow Nude.
Yes, guys, the link is in the description, but if you want to know more, you can follow us on our Instagram at glow.nude. 100% organic products on your head tops, you know, black owned, 100% organic again.
That black sounded mad aggressive. Black owned.
So make sure you go cop that. Gonna be handing out samples real soon for the ladies, for the gents, you know, for the days, for the dems, you know.
Yeah.
You know them ones.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched a movie called Girl on the Train?
No, why?
Because it's such a sick and twisted movie. Basically, spoiler. First of all, the movie's not fucking new, so let me not say spoiler. You had plenty of time. It's pretty much a movie where this girl is seemingly an alcoholic who's obsessed with her ex-husband.
Okay.
Come to find out, her ex-husband is the dickhead, and she did get addicted to alcohol, but he kind of forced it upon her. She got sad.
He forced an addiction of alcohol on her?
Yeah, because he kept feeding her alcohol because she was in a really bad place because she couldn't have kids, right? Mm-hmm. So he ended up cheating on her with their realtor, had a baby with the realtor. Damn. And wonder why she was crazy. Pretty much he saved his other side chick under his ex-wife's name. So every time the other side chick would call, it would show up as his ex-wife so he can call her crazy. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's a really good movie. I like it. I can't remember the chick's name, but she has a really cool British accent. I don't remember her name. But let me look it up. But yeah, guys.
Girl on a Train?
Yeah.
Okay.
Girl on a Train.
Is it a thriller?
It's in the Gone Girl vibes kind of category. I don't know if that's thriller.
Gone Girl? What is it?
I don't know if that's.
I feel like I don't know what Gone Girl is.
You haven't watched Gone Girl either? Oh my god.
It sounds like a category of movies that I avoid. You know, that's it. That's what it sounds like. I avoid, not that I just don't find scary movies or stuff that are what is going on?
It's thriller.
I don't
mystery.
find those entertaining sometimes.
Yeah, it's thriller mystery, but it's not so much. It's not fucking scary. It's a mystery. Yeah, I give it that, but it's not scary. It came out in 2016. It was rated R. Emily Blunt, that's her name. I always forget her name. Yeah, she has a really cool British accent. But yeah, movie raked in 173.2 mil. It's a lot.
What did it do? What did they start off with? Because that's we said 173. What did it cost them 150 to make? So they made 23 million. So
it scored 44% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That don't sound good.
But yeah, it's an old movie. It was really good. It's only an hour. Everybody has a fucking hour. Take an hour every day, watch a movie, tell us what you think. It was good to me.
The movies used to be short though. Marvel really tripping with all these long movies now.
Now you have to be embedded to a fucking big ass screen.
It's took me a full day, or a good amount of your day.
Dead ass.
But anyway, let's get to our topics.
Let's get into it.
Where are we starting? Is this? Let's start at the top, I guess. I'm always scrolling, like most people, the internet, the social media and everything, and I came across this tweet on the Twitters. Well, on Twitter, I guess. Somebody was like, men used to go to war, now they drink martinis or whatever.
Yeah, I'm seeing that a lot lately. That's a lot of bad bitches as men.
Yeah, hoochie daddies.
Yeah, it's not the hoochie daddy.
So where I'm going with this is the drastic change, of course, right? What it means to be a man, or what it was now. What it was then, 1920s or 1960s, what it was to be a man was you were going to war and all this crazy manly shit. So I feel like that time now and compared to now, like we're technically still in like wartime because it depends on where you're at. Like you're at war with something, right? And I feel like we're technically still in a wartime. It's just like a new age war, and what it means to be a man is like completely shifted from then now to now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I just feel like this. The times definitely has changed as far as jobs and inclusion. So I feel like back then, niggas wanted to work on the railroad. Niggas wanted to be outside. Not for nothing.
Imagine wanting to work on the railroad.
I'm saying like shit.
I want to
like
be
that.
a railroad man.
Architects and like niggas who work with their hands was more prevalent. So a lot of niggas wanted to do that. So nowadays, as job progressed, I feel like a lot of niggas don't want to like touch nothing dirty, and that kind of kills me because I feel like we're losing a real sense of men nowadays because I feel like a lot of these niggas nowadays just want to be included, meaning the theys and the thems. So I feel like in that everybody wants to be included, so they kind of play the part of a non-binary kind of person. But I don't think we're ready to have that conversation. So I just feel like the manly men nowadays, we don't got too many of those.
Yeah, so hashtaggers, I don't know who was trying to start it, but like trying to challenge women to challenge men to like do something manly, like build a cabinet or like
niggas can't do that.
You know,
nowadays.
build a shelf. You know what I mean? So it's like, imagine it, like
niggas
you were to
can't
really
even cook
get somebody
sad.
like a random 23 or 24-year-old dude and be like, yo, can you change a tire? You know what I mean? It'll be really interesting because I don't think
niggas
a lot
can't
of
do
dudes
that.
have been put in over the years in situations where you had to do some real manly type stuff. So
Not only that too, it's a lot of stuff that's handed. So you want somebody to build something, you can choose that option. Like it's not a lot of niggas building their own shit nowadays.
yeah, I mean I'm a big fan of paying people to do shit that they're good at. Like I'll get a contractor. I'll get a construction worker. I'm not really building. I'm not building a house myself. I'm not building certain things I won't build myself. But I'm from an age where we was doing crazy shit at a young age. So I've been building shit since I was young. So I might be different from anybody else, but I would say like your average guy probably didn't have to do much growing up, to be honest. But that's a whole different other conversation. But we're talking more so like the comparatively. A man in the 1920s compared to a man now in the 2020s. It's like it's completely different. You know,
it's
completely
like
different.
I feel like the percentage of men nowadays is like 20%. Like real niggas, 20%. All the others niggas is like
real niggas is getting killed off. I'll tell you that.
flamboyant Prince type niggas.
Okay, moving on. How often do you think we need to detox? Detox from like, because we talked about detachment.
Not detachment. I'm
like,
saying just a general detox. How often?
Like a flush with like your body.
That is just a general detox. How often do you feel like you need to take a detox to just get rid of the toxins in your life? How often do you feel like you need to slow down, take a meditation break? How often do you feel like, just in general, how often do you feel like you need to take a second to
at least
release?
Once throughout the day, at least a good hour or two in the day. Like if you could just get a good hour or 2 hours in the day daily. It needs to happen daily.
You feel like people need
I feel like throughout the day, even throughout the day you see some news. Like today, breaking news, we'll talk about it, the chick in Russia. Like seeing certain things that's like, damn, like
what happened to the chicken run?
the girl.
Brittany Garner.
We're gonna talk about it.
Oh.
But like, there's been news that just hits you in the day. That's just like, damn, like fucks your whole day up. No matter what it is, you know what I mean. Hearing something that just is unpleasant.
That's why I keep.
And it's like it has nothing to do with like, yo, that had nothing to do with me. But it's like, yo, it affected my day. It's like shit. You know what I mean? Like, I want to hear that.
That's
and then it brings you back to what's really going on with Russia and Ukraine. So it's like, fuck. So that's why, like, me personally, I'll stay away from my phone. I'll just try to listen to some. I built a playlist on Apple Music that just really puts me in that, like, yo, I'm chill. Nothing's gonna bother me at all. And I know once I have the playlist going, like that's the type of mood because of the songs that's in it. It's like really feel good songs. I call it my feel good playlist. So it's like, yeah, I feel like it needs to happen at least daily if you can for an hour, if you can. I know some people like, you got kids, whatever, job, and then you gotta go to sleep. So it's like, yeah, if you can get that 1 hour in the day, do it because yeah, some information or whatever just hits you that's just like, damn, like I needed it. And if that happens enough throughout each day and it happens enough throughout the week, you're gonna feel like overwhelmed and somewhat stressed by just news that you're just getting. If it's just you're not getting that time to just detox, and it's like a day, it's building up, and like it's a full month and you didn't detox, it's a mess.
I feel like I agree with taking the taking that hour to decompress. I feel like an hour a day can definitely, you know, help throughout the week. As it comes to like drinking, detoxing the body, I feel like that needs to happen at least like once every other week or so. Okay. Or every other month, just to, you know, get rid of the toxins if you're not eating as well as you should.
Yeah, because you'd be surprised what is in your personal diet. I mean, a healthy person too, that's like not good. You know what I mean? Too much of anything is not a good thing, so. Right,
and just make sure you're getting your vitamins, your supplements, stay hydrated. It's hot out here.
Fucking health shit,
right?
We're on our health shit. Put the health shit right there.
Yeah, this is DCC health segment.
Alright, moving on. One more before we...
Moving on.
School. Yeah, I like this. Good fight etiquette in a relationship or yeah, I feel like this is like super important.
I'm only laughing, yo. I'm laughing because I have terrible fight etiquette because what
like fucking Jerry Springer. The crowd would get excited for a fight. Yo, Jerry.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. When it comes to relationship fight etiquette, I am a dickhead. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I suck at fighting, I guess, respectfully in a relationship. When I get into arguments, I feel like all bets are off, bro. Like, and it really shouldn't be. But I don't know. Any tips, any advice on good fight etiquette in a relationship or in a friendship? If you're not there yet.
I feel like it's more applicable on couples relationship.
Right.
Fight etiquette. First of all, what is it, right? Yeah. So we're starting. So you're walking down the street. All right.
Let's be serious.
So you're walking down the street, right? You with your girl. You know what I mean? Your whole life passing you by. Say that. All right.
Let's be serious.
Nah, you're all right. You're with your girl. You're walking down the street with your girl. All right. Maybe y'all talking about something, and like, you know what I mean, y'all are having a disagreement. It's more so a disagreement, right? But then it goes into another area of like anger and then suppressed feelings, and now you're fighting, right? So a lot of people, it's not a good vibe, right? To see that, like y'all are talking about some shit. Now she's talking about, oh, you did this, and you're saying, oh, that's why your ass stink at night or some shit. So I feel like you definitely don't. All right, I don't want to say don't argue, right? Argue, but keep it minimal, right? And don't finish the argument, right? So start the argument,
so
but don't finish.
So you're saying leave leftover?
Start the argument. So it's like if you're mad, right? Say, all right, I'm very upset at you about this, but we'll talk about it later. So it's like, all right, bet we're in an argument. I know that we have to talk about what just happened later. So that's good etiquette, right? More so, like adding on to that, because we don't want to give more of the bad. You know what I mean? Adding on to that, you don't want to bring anything that your partner shared personally in a vulnerable moment up in the argument that has nothing to do with the argument. So I feel like that's P. What else? So what else is a good thing? You definitely don't want to hit your partner. I know you could get real aggressive. A lot of people get real aggressive, and
do not hit your partner.
I'm very upset at you.
That's number one.
I put upset with pain, so that's trauma. That's like, you know what I mean, as a child you got abused, so it's like, all right, I still love you, but I'm gonna hit you. So you don't want to do that. So I definitely recommend not doing that.
Don't hit your partner, guys.
Yeah, so the minute you see it kind of gearing towards, oh, this person's upset, I'm upset too. We both need to acknowledge that we're both upset,
right,
and table the argument for later. But when the argument does happen, apply previous steps. Thank you. Anything else there?
I feel like I agree with the taking a step back when emotions are high. That's very important. I feel like that's key, because no matter how much you love the person that you're with, when you're angry, I don't know anybody else, but me, when I'm angry, I don't care about that. Like, so I feel like it's very important to, you know, take a step back when your emotions is not so high. Then you can have the conversation.
Yeah, I think it's more easier said than done. I've always been a chill dude because like I smoke a lot. So like majority of the time I'm really just like a chill dude. So like that helps a lot with me being able to be like, all right, we should probably talk about this later. A lot of people, my partner for example, like she doesn't smoke either, so maybe she want to have that conversation right then and there. So like I'm really good at being like, I'm not going to respond until later. So like I won't respond. If it's good for you to just not say anything, don't say anything. Even if you're being riled up and everything, but always try to, if you're in a public space, take the conversation elsewhere. Like direct that energy.
I can't public fight. I'll fight in private, but not in public. I think public fights bring it to a whole nother level, because then you're forcing other people to listen and witness the monstrosity.
Yeah, it's very traumatizing. It's not a good vibe, like I said. It's not lit. No one's like, yo, this is a lit thing to happen. I mean, some people like want to record it, but like, don't do that. Don't
make it a moment in your relationship. This is not World Star or anything like that. So just, you know, save the arguments for in home. Don't embarrass yourself, guys.
Don't embarrass your partner.
Right.
And yourself.
Yeah. Respect.
But, we're gonna take a break right here. This is a beat by me, Jay Agrees. Enjoy. Alright, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that, and get in contact if it is a beat you would like, or you know, you're more so inquired about me as a producer, you want to get some beats or have me make a beats or work together or whatever, also inquire for that. Let's keep it going. What was I even saying?
Before we get into that,
keep it going. This is off rip, like this is natural, so if I mess up or say something, that's what it is, because like recording this live.
Before we get into that, I realized that a lot of the podcast people are kind of like rinsing the exact same people that they have on their podcast, which is a great thing. You
rinsing?
know,
what are you talking about?
Like, meaning if you see a group of people on this podcast and then you see them on another podcast, then you see them on another podcast, then it's like switch.
Who is doing this?
It's like they're taking turns to go back and forth on each other's podcast.
Oh, you're talking about
and it's like the exact same group of people, and shout outs to that, but I feel like, you know, we gotta get in there, you know. I want the scene to be changed up a little bit. I would, because
it low-key seems like we don't fuck with people, but like that's not the case. We fuck with people. We have to fuck with people.
So if you are a podcast in New Jersey tri-state area, that you guys want to collab with us, y'all want to, you know, mix it up, let's do that. So
let's get it done.
Let's bring everybody together, you know, everybody eat.
Yeah. And tell your friends too. If you see your friend who's like a podcaster in Jersey, like, yo, check them out. These guys are good.
That's the only way we'll
talk to them. We'll see what's up. Like, we're really open about this whole thing. Like,
and y'all seen the switch up. You know, we've done interviews. So
yeah, we out here. We're good. You know, don't even worry about it. We're good.
Yeah. So let's do that.
Statute of limitation. I put this here only because I came across something, another social media thing. You know, it's a lot of things I see. It helps me formulate topics for the podcast. So it's like, that made me think about something, right? Statute of limitations. I'm more so talking about, all right, say somebody wronged you in your life, right? Mm-hmm. Like, and you kind of been sitting on that for maybe like 15 years, 20 years, right. or not. I don't know. This is where this conversation is going. Where is the statute of limitation when it comes to? I don't want to. Oh yeah, I don't want to say revenge, but like, say somebody owed you money, or like somebody did you wrong in like the 3rd grade. I'm thinking that far. You know what I mean? When do you be like, all right, I'm not gonna let this hurt carry on, or do you not? Or do you be like, yo, one day I'm still gonna get you back? Like, what is the vibe on statute of limitation?
I feel like 2 things can exist at the same. Well, in a sense, when it comes to revenge, I don't think so. But if it comes to like genuinely disliking the person, 2 things can exist at the same time. You can move on with it, but you can still not fuck with the person. As far as revenge now, I feel like there should be a time limit on revenge. If it dates as far back as the 3rd grade, my nigga, in your adulthood, I feel like you need to second guess your life. Because 3rd grade, well, it kind of depends on the level of what
I just
situation.
said 3rd grade. It could be high school for some people. Like, say you're
some
in your
people carry
say you're 50.
that.
Say you're 50.
Some
this
people
happened
carry
when you were
the
18.
3rd grade.
So that's like 40 years, right? I'm just saying 3rd grade because maybe you were like 6 years old and you stole your eraser. And it's like, I'm going to get you back one day. You know?
That's valid because people still carry shit. People still carry shit from that far back. And which is why a lot of these, you know, acts of violence happen. Because people are carrying that hurt and they want to avenge or revenge. They want revenge. So,
revenge. Revenge.
I feel like it should last at least like 6 months. 6 months. Take the time. Try to get over it.
What if it's a death? Say nah.
That's what I'm saying.
We all know. We've never given up on that.
It depends, but an eye for an eye leaves everybody one-eyed. You know,
no, all you had was one eye.
You can't. You can't.
But, I didn't even smoke before this episode, so think about that.
Revenge is not good.
Yeah, like I said, what really got me to think about it was, alright, there was this video. This dude pretty much saw some guy who was popular in his high school, right? Mm-hmm. And he's seeing him and he's like a bum, but the guy used to bully him. So I'm like, alright, bullying, like I get it. Somebody bullied you, like you really kind of really carried that. So the dude's like homeless, and I guess he's like, I didn't really fully watch a video because it's like, I'm gonna watch somebody be like mean to somebody else. It wasn't, but he did look really bad. So I guess from the comments, he was there and recording him, and he's like, oh, look at you, I'm much more better than you, and like, you used to pick on me, you used to bully me in high school, and look at me, I'm like, I'm doing better than you. But I'm thinking like, who's doing better? Because you allowed that hurt to carry on your whole life. You know what I mean? Or maybe you'd see this dude and you're like, yo, I'm gonna get my lip back because he used to bully me. I'm definitely about to put him on the media. You know, I'm definitely about to put him on Instagram or whatever. So I just looked at it like, damn, bro, like I wouldn't, but I haven't been hurt maybe to the level that he has.
But so, that's like, what I'm saying. It just depends. But I feel like it's just best to just, you know, take that one in silence. Get your revenge. Like, say, in a situation like that, you could have just known that you're doing better. Yeah, you saw him, but you ain't have to record him and do all that extra shit. I know bullying hits deep for a lot of people, and I'm not going to just chug it to, like, say, get over it. But to harbor that is just doing yourself a disjustice. Let's just say that. Yeah. And the revenge thing, like I said, an eye for an eye never works out. Never works out.
Yeah. That was good. Moving on. Scientists, right? I want to talk about scientists, right? Because I feel like a lot of times they just kind of say things and we kind of roll with it. Like scientists studies show, you know what I mean? Like no one, like your average person at least. I'm different, but your average person at least is not gonna go back and look up more from, you know, like you see something that says scientists say and you're like, yo, that's fact. Like we're not even gonna bother it.
Right.
And like I get it. They went 2 years, they studied in some books that another scientist wrote, You know what I mean? like I don't want to sound mean or come off a certain way when I'm saying what I'm saying right now. So be mindful. And this is my podcast, so I can say whatever I want. Be mindful. At the end of the day, it's another person, like you and me, who were born like you and me, getting up and saying these things and doing these researches. And it's like, we kind of just roll with whatever is said by scientists and like the World Health Organization. And like a lot of people don't go and they do their due diligence. And you have like people in the billions, like billions of people just like, yeah, I'm just going to rock with that. Yeah, scientists say, bro. So it's like, you know what I mean? So I don't want to discredit any type of scientist or anyone. Definitely not rocket scientists and you guys who are actually like really creating crazy stuff. But like those scientists who are really just saying like E. coli is this and like the name for a turtle is Tortuga la Manca. Like I don't know.
For me, I just feel like
they second guess them sometimes.
I just feel like niggas can say anything, and let's just emphasize niggas just doing the work and doing their own research, because man created the internet, man created phones, man created texts. So at the end of the day, like, what's real? So I'm whether you think the sky, whether you think the earth is round or flat.
Birds. I mean, well.
So.
And we don't want to trigger anyone who's like, you know, existential crisis in this, trigger warning or whatever. So
I think the earth is flat though, but
that's another discussion we do not want to talk about. But yeah, I was just saying we kind of just let scientists rock sometimes, and I feel like
question their authority sometimes.
Yeah, there should be. And at the end of the day, it's still just another human going over another human. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, do your own research on everything. That's it.
Yes.
This is the last topic.
Is there a price tag?
Are they gonna think we have the coordination? Yes, take it away. The last topic.
Is there a price tag for a peace of mind?
Say it again. The bomb was dropped.
Is there a price tag for a piece of? I'm sorry, guys. Okay.
It's a funny episode.
Is there a price tag for a peace of mind? And I wrote that because I feel like in everything that you do, whether you love it or not, it comes to some level where it's gonna stress you out. And at what point do you say, all right, I'm comfortable with this level of stress because this is something that I want to do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because in everything, you're going to get uncomfortable. In everything, it's going to, you know, give you a headache. You're going to go through the trials and tribulations, because in a lot of things, as we all know, it's the journey. So I guess my question is, is there a price tag for you or for the viewers and the listeners out there? Is there a price tag for your peace of mind?
Yeah, I agree. Because, for example, right, and it's so crazy, like, the clear, or whatever they call it, a pre-check in the airport, like, that's one right there, like, to not deal with TSA and all that. But essentially, you're still waiting on the same line to get into the plane, right? So, what I'm really going with that, right, is, yes, there's a price tag on a peace of mind, but remember, there's a price tag on the peace of mind, because they know that what they're doing is going to make you want to pay to not have to deal with this situation.
Right.
You know what I mean? So overcrowded planes is the reason for TSA situations. Let's put less seats on the planes, more easier situations.
Right.
So I feel like a lot of situations are created only for the fact that, all right, you don't want to deal with this, pay more money. VIP seats at a concert.
That's true.
More money to be closer to not deal with all that. You know what I mean? So certain situations are created so you can put a price on your peace of mind, because it's like, yo, I'm not putting you in a situation where you got to put a price on it.
Right. For me personally, I feel like the price tag that I'm willing to pay for my peace of mind, that I've always sacrificed, is just the hours that I work. I know that I hate to work for the man, so to say, but I'm going to manipulate the hours that's comfortable for me. And sometimes it sucks, and I feel like that's where it comes in, where that's the difficulty that I face. So I feel like the heavy price tag that I face is just a sacrifice of my time to my business. So I'm using this business, working for somebody else, as a stepping stone. So that's my sacrifice to get to where I want. So I guess my time essentially is the price I'm willing to pay for a peace of mind.
Price. I don't think I am, honestly. There's no, I don't take, like, I put my peace of mind above all. So I don't think there's anything. I'm with you too. Like, I'll give a certain amount of my time, but it would always be limited. Like say if I, all right, perfect example, I have 24 hours in a day. I would no more, no less give the man of that day 8 to 10, and that would be it. And out of a certain amount a week, 20 to 30 hours. Like, that's how much I'm giving you. You can take it or leave it. So, like, I agree, time, but other than that, and like other than measuring it in other increments, 0. And I feel like a lot of people should take that stance. Like, don't put up with shit. Like, there should be no price to pay for your peace of mind. Your peace of mind should be free.
I feel like it's like that nowadays because a lot of people feel like they have to work harder given the recession and everything, inflation and all that stuff, paired with the fact that we've been inside for like 2-3 years. So I guess the price tag on a peace of mind is a lot of people essentially sacrificing themselves. So
yeah, I want people to get out of that. I know it's hard and it's easier said than done, but I'm more so preaching, let's work towards getting out of that. Like, say you got a savings and you have PTO. Hey, let me pinch my savings and let me pinch my PTO and let me go get some free peace of mind.
Yeah.
Because, like, a lot of times you're saving money and then something comes up. Now you're dipping in your savings for the something that came up. And it's like you're in that constant rotation. So you never go to Cancun. You never go to Jamaica. So I would say, for your peace of mind, you should be pinching some of that savings, some of that rainy day, because you'll do it in a heartbeat to fix your car. You do it in a heartbeat to pay for some dental or some hospital-related bill. So let's do it in a heartbeat for your peace of mind. Let's use those PTOs. Let's use those days, or just take a day, take a sick day. Tell them you're sick. You know what I mean? Tell them you got COVID. Get a negative test from somebody. God. Yo, do it. Do it. You know what I mean? Do that shit. Your peace of mind, it's so vital.
yes,
People will lose their mind because they don't have a peace of mind. So pinch all these things and definitely dig into that savings, yo. Have anything else before we go into music?
Nah, let's get into some music, guys.
Alright. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Beyonce Renaissance, right? I feel different. I was gonna come in here hot, but I feel different knowing that it's a series. Like, she's doing something. It's part of a series.
Like, it's a progressive series.
This is something I learned new.
It is part.
So I'm recalling back what I was gonna say, but I'm still gonna say what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna recall a lot of it back. Yeah, it's like this is part one of like a 3-part series. So I guess there's gonna be like a country and there's gonna be like a pop or whatever. So me understanding that this is her attempt at the dance segment. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna give it like, all right, good attempt. I'm still not like jumping for Jehovah for this album. I maybe like 2 or 3 songs out of what, maybe 20 I think is here.
Out of 10, what's the rating?
It's 10.
Out of 10, what's your rating?
I'm gonna say 4.5.
Put a 4.5 out of 10 over his head.
Yeah.
Gen Z editor.
That's honestly where I'm coming with it.
For me, my review, like I said before, I've stated this before on the podcast, this is my opinion. I'm not a fan of Beyonce. However, I do think she's crazy talented. As far as this album goes, I don't care if there's more parts to it.
Nah, it's not more parts of this album.
I know it's more parts
to this story. It's a story or something.
The shit that she's building. I'm just not a fan of this project. This specific, the part 1. I'm not a fan of the part 1. If part 2 comes out, I'll check it out. But I sat down, listened to all the songs more than once. Not a fan of. I'm a fan of like maybe 1 or 2 out of the track list. Yeah, I can't. I'll try again. Max is 3 listens.
I tried 3 times.
For me, max is 3 listens. I'm going to try listening to it while I work out, see if anything changes. But for now, my review is like a 4.9 out of 10.
Thing. It's not hitting like crazy.
Yeah, 4.9 out of 10 for me right now. Right now.
But hey, it's Beyonce, right? You guys really love her, so...
Yeah.
Fuck us, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. We get burned, right? So.
Fuck our review, I guess.
Please don't let it affect the way you feel about us, and please don't let it affect the way you feel about my podcast.
Don't hit us
please.
with the beats in the comments, you fuckheads.
So yeah, moving on. Wiz Khalifa dropped. I'm a huge Wiz fan. I got halfway through this album only because like I had to go do something. I had to stop the album. I like to listen to things thoroughly, so I'm gonna come back with a rating when I fully listen to it. But Wiz Khalifa, Multiverse.
I didn't know he dropped.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't. So here you go, Wiz Khalifa, Multiverse.
Put that up.
Yeah, big fan of him, and I love what he does, and he influenced me becoming a musician and a lot of things in my life. So I'm always gonna pay my tribute to Wiz Khalifa in that aspect. So Wiz Khalifa, Multiverse. Yeah, I'm gonna finish it. And you didn't know, so
I didn't know. So there goes my review.
Lil Uzi Vert, Red&White. This was a surprise album. He surprised everybody with this.
The fucking surprise album, bro.
I've listened to it.
What are your
it's like a bopper. It's like a workout. So you do
okay.
it. So he's on his hype shit. He's on some like boppity shit. So I felt
it was his birthday the other day too. So I guess
think that's probably
belated.
why.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why. A lot of music is probably dropping today when we drop this. So
of
we probably missed a lot for a few.
We'll circle the block.
Yeah, we'll like the music take is 4, so you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We'll see what's up. You're like, oh, you missed this, or it's like a big artist, like, oh, how could they not have? Whatever, I don't care. So that is it. It's kind of hot. We want to get out of here. Definitely subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Anchor. Look for Anchor. Support us on Anchor. That's
Anchor.
That's who pays us, and that's who sponsors us. So we just want to show them love. Yeah. Follow us on our socials, Degrees Couch Chron, or just look up the name Degrees Couch Chronicles. And everywhere you're connected, get connected and connect. So that's it. Let's get out of here. We're at war with ourselves. We're at war with everyone outside. But be safe out there, guys.